Good morning and welcome to a pre-market report of 29th June 2022. Now today is going to be a very interesting trading session because of the news front and also how the American indexes performed yesterday. Now let's look at the news first. Basically the world news is that France has cut its growth forecast, which basically shows that the effects of the Ukraine war are spreading further and further, and also we have seen that the price of crude oil has risen in physical markets, which is basically showing that there is an issue currently now rising with supply, which is bigger than what was anticipated before. Now on the Indian economy front, the GST Council tilts towards increasing the rate hikes, and also what it has done, it has dropped a lot of exemptions for a good amount of items listed under it. Now that is not a positive thing to do when the economy is on basically one leg in the grave and one leg, the world economy, on trying to survive. Then also the main news which is going to be playing a huge role today is the Reliance Industries news, because Reliance is number one. Mukesh Ambani is stepping down, so we'll have to see how the market absorbs that news and how it absorbs the news that the next generation is taking over. And the second news, which is definitely a negative for Reliance, is that the Boots UK sale has been cancelled, you can say. They've used the word deferred, but it has been cancelled, and we will have to see how bad of an effect that has on Reliance, plus how good or bad effect the takeover or the next generation news has on the stock. So let's look at the American market. Now the American market yesterday tanked, and you saw my yesterday's video. I said that basically the American indexes had reached my resistance level, and due to that I was expecting a pullback until the low of this candle. And if you look at the Nasdaq chart, exactly that occurred. We had a pullback until the low of this level. Now it will be very important for us to hold this zone. If we do, then it's going to be a good upswing. If we break this low, then we're going back down. Now when we come to the S&P, it's the same thing I said, till the low of this big candle. A pullback can occur. If you can watch my yesterday's video by basically just going to the channel and searching for it, and you will see I exactly said that. And now it's the same. We'll have to see if this level can hold, and we can have a healthy upswing. If it doesn't hold, then we're coming back to test this support. Also the Dow Jones, same thing. The candle which I said will have a pullback towards, it has done that halfway, so it can still come down till here and then pop up, or it can find a base here and pop up. So it's going to be very interesting to see how it handles this resistance zone. Also now this is indicating has caused gap down indication to happen in SGXNIFTY. So we will have to see how that also plays out, because now today we are playing with a lot of news. We are playing with the Reliance news and we are playing with the American market. So the open is going to be very volatile, so I believe everyone should avoid the first 15 minutes definitely, unless you want to get your behind handed to you in a very, very brutal way. Now, yesterday we had a gap down, and my former resistance came support, and I had in fact told clients that the 15,700 was going to now act as support, and we can see how it stopped the fall and caused the rise back to where it was. Now today SGXNIFTY is right now indicating that we're going to gap down back to this zone. So it's going to be very important for us to hold the zone between 16,700 and 16,650. If you break that, then there are many levels on the downside which it can go towards. So that is going to play a huge role in deciding how the indexes perform today. So around 15,700 to 15,650, that is a zone in which you can look for downside breakout or a reversal back to the upside. Now the Bank Nifty yesterday basically dilly-dallied around my resistance zone and it couldn't really break out from it. So now we'll have to see if we can hold the low of yesterday. If we manage to do that, then well and good. If we break it, then the Bank Nifty can give a good amount of fall because the quant support levels are quite below. But now let's look at Reliance Industries. That is the main one which many people want. Now the bottom chart is Reliance. Now with Reliance is currently at an important support zone and an important resistance zone. The resistance is at 2532 and support is at 2482. This is simple chart candle resistance and support, which I have shown as these two, but now the rest are quant levels. So on the downside, if it breaks 2482, then there's a quant support at 2440, which is also very similar to candle support. Then if it breaks that, 2387 is the next quant support on the downside. On the upside, 2570, if it breaks the resistance at 2530, and if it breaks that, 2615. So basically how Reliance is stationed right now, if you look at the daily chart even, it has reached the support zone, and it's now going to be very important to see whether it trades within this zone of 253 to 2482, or if it has a break to the top or the bottom. Well, when we look at the chart, let's see, we drop to the 4-hour chart. The 4-hour chart is not looking that positive because the 20-day moving average is sloping downwards and has come as a resistance and is trying to go below the 200-day moving average. So it's going to be very important for Reliance to reclaim the 200-day MA and the 20-day MA for any up move to be significant. Now if it falls at open, it will be very important to see how it behaves, number one, at its normal candle support, and number two at 2440. This is going to be a very important support for it. So if it breaks this, fine, 2387, but the break of this can have a very larger implication in the coming session. So this zone is very important, and also this zone is important, but this is the most important on the downside, and this is the most important on the upside, 2570. So thank you for watching the video, and do like the video and also do subscribe to the channel.